everybody. Welcome to 54 Nights. Today we're going to take a look at the 2019 Thor Ace 33.1. This is a Class A RV. Gross vehicle weight rating of 20,500 pounds. It is 34 foot 8 inches long, good size. It's got the 50-gallon freshwater tank, 40-gallon black, and a 40-gallon gray water tank. This is basically a $100,000 coach, so it's going to be an entry-level type setup.
You got 6 seat belts for the people to ride in the back,
Which is really nice.
Right.
If you,
it's in addition to the 2 up front.
And a little table there to put between the cockpit chairs. Thor likes to put a lot of trinkets in their coaches, like that table. Looks like a good sized radio setup right there.
So can you see it well?
Yeah. Even the clock, you can see that well.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see what brand this stereo was.
Almost.
Okay, never heard of them. The dash looks nice. It looks like a higher end type looking dash. I like that the leveling jack controls are up high, so you don't have to crawl across the seat to get to them. The TV over the dinette, if you've watched us for any length of time, well, no, actually that's over a couch.
If you have heads in the way or people cooking in the way, it's hard to see.
Looks like they took a cue from Jayco, and they've got the window above the entry door, which is not that you're going to see out of it really, but it does let in some more light.
Mm-hmm.
The electronic bunk in, or overhead bunk.
Do you remember what the weight was? I think that's what I'm pointing out.
Yeah, it's probably about 350.
Oh, good. You zoomed in.
250. Wow.
So a couple kids is
yeah,
fine.
A couple of kids. You're good with that.
That aren't going to fall off.
Yeah. I like the electronic bunks. Some other manufacturers have some manual where you have to pull them down, and
They still seem as solid.
yeah, something about them. You got your theater seating across from the TV.
The huge window behind you, but I don't really like the windows behind you that you can't turn.
But it looks out over your porch.
It does look out over your porch, but
See?
you can't see because you're...
We'll sit on the other couch. Look out the window. I'm going to watch TV. You look out the window.
Okay.
It's got a good sized window there over the sink and the prep area. And
the angle of the sink is nice. I like that.
Not a whole lot of prep space here, but it's a shorter coach, so you're going to make some sacrifices for the length.
I actually like that prep space pretty well.
Yeah, it's probably a little more than what we got, maybe. We're about the same.
Got counter space up here for when you're stopped. Doesn't do you any good while you're traveling, but when you're stopped, it's nice to be able to set stuff up there. It's a microwave, not convection.
Right. A little bit of storage above the microwave there. You got the glass top cover over the burners there on the stove. And a rear window. I like coaches with rear windows. Don't ask me why. I do.
Can tell you why. When you're trying to keep an eye on your car, when you're stopped at it, when you're sleeping overnight at a truck stop.
No, actually, that's very true. I hadn't thought of that. There's your ladder for your overhead bunk up front. I did show you the USB ports right there, so hook your phone up to charge, what have you.
Nice hanging space.
Yeah. It's a good size little wardrobe there. I think that is for the ladder, for hanging the ladder there instead of having it sitting out like this dealer has. Good sized drawers down there.
Actually put stuff in them.
There is really a decent amount of storage space in this short coach.
Mm-hmm. You get windows across so you can get some airflow in the bedroom. They do open.
Pleated blinds. More USB outlets. There's your command center with check all your levels and stuff. Just notice that's kind of a smallish sink. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just kind of small.
It is. It's deep, but it's not wide.
And like I said, the glass top over the burners and got the oven.
I think the angle of that sink gives you a little bit more prep room. I think that's what I like about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. You got the three-way fridge there, and looks like there's a little bit of storage next to it. I've also got a couple of fans there up front.
The floor's pretty.
Yeah, it is. If it didn't end in carpet there, it'd be even prettier. You got that TV there, and then you got another TV over the sofa, so I guess you can see the TV from wherever you're sitting, unless somebody's sitting in front of it. Shoe storage, right there.
Really nice.
That is what that is. That is shoe storage. You've been hiking out in the mud all day long, and you don't want her to jump all over you about tracking that mud into the coach. You just throw your muddy shoes right there into that storage.
You know, some people actually use that for a cat box too. They put a little cat flap in there, which is really a neat idea.
Some people are just insane enough to take their cats out on the road.
I think it's pretty fun. Our cat would not enjoy it, but I think it's pretty neat.
You know, I kind of mentioned this at the beginning, the length of this particular RV. 34 foot 8 inches. For us, that 35 foot is kind of like the magic number
It's
as far as
sweet
when
spot in the way of campers.
Yeah, I mean, as far as there's still some national parks you can't get into, or some spots at national parks you won't be able to get into, but it really kind of opens up more opportunities if you can keep it under 35 foot. Of course, the shorter the better, but this is a good size coach, and it's got storage inside of it. It's actually got a healthy amount of storage inside this coach. But that was the 2019 Thor Ace 33.1. Appreciate you stopping by. We hope to see you again. Laters.